friends, it's Chris from Food Thoughts of a Chef Wannabe. I just wanted to do a little vlog today and share with you the freezer cooking my husband and I are doing. We're making some meatballs, we're making some breakfast burritos, I did some stock, and it's kind of a day or two of freezer cooking all combined together, and I will link below the recipes for the breakfast burritos that I use off of foodthoughtsofachefwannabe.com. And the meatballs we're actually going to just make out of some Italian sausage I got online. It's actually not one of my recipes, but I'll link to my husband and my version of meatballs from the website below as well. So let me just show you what we've got started here. Hey babe.
Hi.
Thanks for freezer cooking with me.
You're welcome.
You love breakfast burritos, don't you?
Yep. But I don't like going to the store to get them.
He just browns up this sausage first. I think we're using a couple of dozen of eggs.
2 dozen eggs.
2 dozen eggs.
About a quarter of a jar of salsa. This is good enough. I've already mixed it with an immersion blender. See, immersion blender.
His favorite tool in the kitchen.
I just poured the eggs and salsa mixture in there, and we'll just let it cook. That should be enough to make about probably 15, 16 burritos at least.
So this is the start of my meatballs. I have a pound of Italian sausage, and I have 1 1/2, so 2.5 pounds of ground beef. I also have 3 eggs beaten in the bottom, and I need to add the rest of my spices and loads of breadcrumbs, and then we'll get started on that, and I'll show you how we freeze them so that we can efficiently use them. Okay, so I have all of my seasonings and my herbs in here. Parm, we need parm. I have Italian seasoning, I have extra basil, oregano, onion powder, garlic powder, breadcrumb, eggs, and I'm about to grab some Parmesan cheese. Alright, now we have the parm, and so now my hands are clean. Your hands are your best tools, so we're going to get with it. Here we go! With the breakfast burrito mixture starting to cook.
Takes a while because I got it on the small
Babysat and tended to by the careful eye of George. Here is the egg mixture. Eggs, pork sausage, and salsa. So we'll be back when we start assembling. Hi George. Alright, so George is going to be assembling our freezer breakfast burritos. And the recipe that I'm going to link for you below is actually my crispy oven baked ones. For these, we aren't cooking them or baking them or frying them at all because they'll just be able to be reheated then out of the freezer. He can take a couple of out before he goes to work at night, and when he gets home they'll be defrosted and he can put them in the microwave. Or you can pop them right in the microwave. Yeah, either one. But alright, how are you doing it?
Just a wrapper.
You're using the big wrappers, right?
Yeah, a little tiny bit of cheese. Doesn't need a ton. 1 scoop of the mixture. Believe it or not, that's plenty. Even for a big old guy like me.
Ooh, this isn't focusing for some reason.
1 scoop of the mixture. And I'm not really good at burrito folding, so I apologize before I do this. So, and ta-da! There's
Ta-da! And then what are you gonna do with it?
I'm gonna put it on a separate plate, but then I'm gonna take some of these. I'm gonna wrap them in
Individually.
You know what? Just for your camera, I'll just do it right now. Wrap them individually.
We're just using, you know, storage or freezer bags, whichever. And he's gonna do them individually.
So that way, quick, easy, done. Like literally this whole thing, by the time I assemble it and everything, 30 minutes tops. 30 minutes and then I can just grab one. Trust me, this is much better for you than the McDonald's one. This is all home stuff. There's nothing
Yeah,
artificial.
it's all cooked at home.
Just natural salsa and natural eggs.
Lots of protein.
And sausage.
Awesome.
Extra sausage. That's it.
Thanks, G-Dog.
You're welcome.
We, over here, my station is meatballs. We have our mixture here. I'm going to use my cookie scoop for size, just consistency, and then we're going to put them on the pans. We're going to bake them, and then we're going to freeze them on a cookie sheet flat, and then once they're frozen, we'll put them in a bag. So, toodles, dude. I forgot to tell you guys that when we do meatballs, we have a little bowl of water, and we get our hands wet before we roll. Cold water, so you don't promote any bacteria, but it just makes them roll easier. It makes them just seal better on the outside. I put the carcass and the veggies in there, filled it with cold water, and I added some poultry seasoning, a little salt and pepper, and some fresh parsley. After it came to a boil, I turned it down and let it simmer for 4 hours. Then I shut it off, and then I fish out the veggies. There's still some more in here, and as it cools, I will get the rest out. I'm letting it come to room temperature, and then I'll put it into the refrigerator and let any fat rise to the top so I can skim it off. And then I'll show you how we take care of the veggies. The vegetables that I took out of the stock, I put in to my food processor. I'm just going to do a couple of batches with my mini chopper. I will food process it until it is liquefied, and then I'll add it back into my stock. I use these containers from the Chinese food restaurant that we love. They just sold them to me. Or if you purchase soup in them, you can just keep them, wash them, and reuse them. They're perfect for stock. I have 1 million, so this is what I use. Done. We did it. 19 burritos.
6-7 dozen meatballs. Hour and 15 minutes.
And
Prep time total.
And who's cleaning up?
Me.
Thanks, babe. Make sure to join me again so you don't miss any of the hits and sometimes misses of my kitchen and my life.